If time is money, then this is a platinum diamond pony on steroids. What in the world am I talking about? Well, what do you think your most valuable asset is? Do you think it's time? Do you think it's money? Well, in this video, I say it's neither, and you're gonna find out exactly why. Over the last couple years of my life, I have studied vigorously the mental mindset of the world's most successful entrepreneurs and movie stars, athletes, overall, just world-class achievers. And it is my goal in Brain Gains to give you guys the mental advantage to really persevere through any obstacle in your life and help you guys achieve massive success in and out of the gym. So let's get into Brain Gains episode 1. Brain Gains is going to introduce radical new approaches to your mental mindset that is going to help you conquer any inner battle that you're having, both in and out of the gym. Imagine waking up each and every single day, instead of being overwhelmed, instead of having fear and anxiety run your day, imagine waking up excited. Imagine waking up enthusiastic, having maximum energy. That is what I believe your number one asset is. Imagine how quickly you could turn your life around, whether it be your body, whether it be your bank account, whether it be your dating life, your relationships with your friends and your family. If you woke up every single day excited and you woke up ready to take action, how quick would you turn your life around? So in order to fully grasp this concept, I no longer want you to think of yourself as an actual person. I want you to think of yourself as a permeable sponge. Every single day, the people that you surround yourself with, the actions that you take, and the outcome of these actions, they have a direct reflection on your energy levels. These energy levels have a direct reflection on the enthusiasm that you have to take action with your goals, both in and out of the gym. So imagine how amazing your life could be if you could orchestrate a reality where you could have maximum energy levels and maximum enthusiasm each and every single day. Just look at every great performer, from athletes to actors to entrepreneurs, high-level world performers. They really exude this enthusiasm and this energy on a day-to-day basis. So what we're gonna do in this video is we're going to backtrack. I've seen firsthand all of my friends between like 21 and 30. Somewhere in that time frame, it seems like they lose their energy and excitement and enthusiasm about life. So we're gonna backtrack in this video. We are going to go over the 3 main reasons why I think people lose their energy and enthusiasm, and it's just my goal in this video to give you guys a ton of self-awareness. So maybe you're a little younger than what I said, maybe you're right at that age, but the more conscious you are of where you can kind of be poison dripped to start to lean and kind of go downhill, the better that your life could be and the more energetic and enthusiastic you're gonna be, because the worst thing in the world is waking up every single day with lack of energy and lack of enthusiasm. You could have all the money and all the time in the world, but if you're not energetic and you're not enthusiastic to tackle the day, all that means nothing. So let's get into the first concept. The first thing that will suck the energy and life from you is not doing stuff outside of your comfort zone. I've seen it time and time again. My most depressed and least energetic friends are the ones that coincidentally just do not leave their comfort zone. They have jobs they hate, but yet they don't have the balls to try something that excites them, to try something outside the box and try something on their own. And this really hit home with me on how exciting and energetic my life could be if I could do things outside my comfort zone. This hit home with me when I was 20 years old. So when I was 20 years old, for about the last year, when I was like 18, 19, I started to really have an interest in acting. So I thought it'd be really cool to be in movies, be in TV shows, just kind of like be in front of the camera. But at the same time, there was something that was terrifying about it. So for me, it was a really big combination of being excited and terrified. And to this day, I don't know what draws me about just working on camera, because I would say I'm about 95 to 99% comfortable now. But when I first started, I mean, go back and watch some of my first videos on this channel from even 2-3 years ago, and I'm a completely different human being. So my first days in acting class, so I'm 20 years old and I took a really legit acting class. I was living in Orlando, Florida, I took the best acting class that you could probably find in the state of Florida. So I was taught by a guy named Russ Blackwell. Look this guy up. This guy's been in scenes with Brad Pitt, Charlize Theron, major A-list movie stars. He was in the movie The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, and this dude is hardcore. He almost looks like a military dude who just happens to have a passion for acting. So I remember he calls everyone up. There is, I think, 12 people in the first acting class. So it's kind of like you really feel the eyeballs on you too. So he calls us up and he says, I want you to memorize a 90-second to 2-minute monologue. So basically, if you're not familiar with what a monologue is when you get up in front of your classmates in an acting class and you just talk for, 1 to 2 minutes. It's just straight you. There's no one else in the scene. There's no dialogue going back and forth. It's just you. So imagine being scared to go to an acting class and you get there and then you're up there just alone, kind of like I am right now, and you're just talking to these complete strangers, trying to convey emotion, convey the story. And I had never done it before, so I remember driving up and I'm in my, I think 2000 Toyota Avalon at the time, and I am so nervous. Like, my stomach's in knots, I'm sweating, and I'm completely terrified. It was so outside of my comfort zone. Like, I want you to imagine how you'd feel if you were to go to a hip-hop dance class, if you're not a dancer or suck at dancing, and you had to dance in front of a bunch of beautiful girls. That's about where I was at, but at the same time, there was something really exciting about it because I knew that I had to overcome this. I had to persevere through it to really reach my goals in life. So I remember I had this monologue, and it was from the movie Insomnia. It was actually Robin Williams at the time, and it was, I still remember to this day the exact monologue that I did. So I get up and I was terrified, I was sweating, I'm pretty sure my hands were like shaking violently. But I tell you what, the split second that I got done with that monologue, I felt like this huge like rush of like emotions and like euphoria, excitement, and then as the acting class really started to progress, I started to get more and more comfortable with it. And that night when I went to bed, I was so proud of myself. I was so energetic. Even though I probably completely sucked, I knew that I was moving in the right direction. And that honestly shaped the course of the rest of my life, because ever since that, I've always been drawn to doing things on camera. I was by no means like a movie star. I've had a few like small roles in TV shows and commercials and a few like independent movies, but it's constantly led me in the direction of my dreams. And there's always been something really exciting and energizing about me being on camera. And it all started because I did something that was really outside my comfort zone. So it is so important to remember, with each mini success from doing something outside your comfort zone, this brings more excitement, this brings more confidence, this builds momentum, and it literally shapes you into becoming a different person. So the last thing in the world that I want is for you to take in all of this content and to not take any action. So I want you guys right away, whether it be tonight, tomorrow, sometime this week, to do something outside your comfort zone and leave it in the comments below. I really want to form a powerful community of guys who are trying to bring each other up, and we're all kind of, have a good feeling for what we're trying to do. And it'll be really cool to look back in a couple months on what you guys chose to do that was outside your comfort zone, that was a combination of scary and exciting. And it'll be really cool to look back and see how that changed your life. So for me, taking that acting class really changed a lot of things for me. So I want you guys to let me know in the comments below. I want to get to know you guys, and I want to get to know what you're trying to overcome, what your ambitions are, what your goals are, so I can help you guys even further. So let me know in the comments below, let the community know, and then once you put it there for the world to see, I want you guys to take action and do something outside your comfort zone. It will change you as a person. You will feel absolutely amazing. The second thing that will suck the life and energy from you is caring what other people think of you. So I have one of my favorite books of all time here, The 50th Law, believe it or not, by Robert Greene and 50 Cent. It was kind of the inspiration behind it. Little fact, this is actually the inspiration behind my first tattoo. So if you look at this right here, and you look at this, I'll flex, since this is a bodybuilding channel after all. So this actually just this and kind of a little bolder font. So pretty cool. So this is 50 Cent's quote, basically summarizing about caring what other people think. The greatest fear people have is that of being themselves. They want to be 50 Cent or someone else. They do what everyone else does, even if it doesn't fit where and who they are. But you get nowhere that way. Your energy is weak and no one pays attention to you. You're running away from the one thing that you own, what makes you different. I lost that fear, and once I felt the power that I had, by showing the world I didn't care about being like other people, I could never go back. So, pretty powerful quote from one of my favorite books. Caring what other people think is the surest thing. It's a straight shot to a mediocre life. It is a straight shot to a life that lacks energy and enthusiasm. I always say, don't follow your passion. Follow where your energy and excitement leads you and where this coincides with your unique talents. You guys got to be really self-aware. I'm going to talk about this concept a lot in some upcoming Brain Gains videos. You got to be self-aware and really understand where you're going to exert the most energy, where you're going to exert the most enthusiasm, and where this coincides with your unique talents. One of my favorite quotes by Childish Gambino, if you guys know who the hell that is. He's a rapper, actor, comedian, producer, writer. Overall, he's pretty much a creative genius, and he's super underrated, but that's neither here nor there in the scope of this video. Super simple quote: there is a million ways to shine, choose one. It's simple, it's straight to the point. That's what I think when you're young is what the world's all about. You're really trying to figure out how you can shine in a unique way. I have friends who travel the world as like a blogger, just like having a blog and a website. I met a guy who's literally traveled to 20 countries in the last year and a half just from his blog, which by the way is a pretty amazing blog called Addicted to Success. I have a friend who is a pro basketball player in Italy. I have friends who are traveling videographers who just do creative work for big companies. I have self-employed friends who are realtors and lawyers who have just, they stay in the same city, and that's what, makes them happy. That's what makes them enthusiastic and gets them out of bed. So it's really about finding, who you are and what your ideal lifestyle is, and then kind of coinciding where your energy and enthusiasm and unique talents lie. That's what, in your 20s and your teens is all about, trying to figure that out. And most importantly, you cannot get to the point where I'm saying, if you care what other people think about you, if you care what other people think about you, you're not going to be you, you're not going to be authentic, and really all that you have at the end of your day is authenticity. So do not care what other people think of you, maintain your energy, and you guys are going to live a badass life. So wrapping this up with the third concept. The third way that people just lose energy and enthusiasm in life is the people that they surround themselves with. Now, this could be your friends, your family, your girlfriend, whatever it may be. But one of my favorite quotes of all time is, in 5 years, you are going to be basically the sum of the 5 people that you surround yourself with the most and the books that you've read. These are going to be the biggest influences on your life. So I want you guys to do a little audit of your personal life. I want you to make a list, and I want you to judge everyone that you surround yourself with throughout the week, whether it be coworkers, friends, family, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it may be. I want you to make a list of the 5 friends that when you get done hanging out with them, that you have the most positive emotions with, you have the most energy. I know I have a couple friends, in particular my friend Jeremy. Every time I talk to him, every time I hang out with him, he's just so high energy, he's so enthusiastic, it's like it increases my energy level. Next, I want you to make a list of the 5 people that just drain your energy. Every time that you're gonna see them, you're not excited about it. When you get done hanging out with them, you just feel terrible. I know personally, I had a roommate, I don't wanna time frame it, just in case he's watching this video, but I know I had a roommate within the last 5 years that he was just kind of like a poison drip to me. Just hearing his voice, and as mean as it sounds, seeing his face just made me mad and just took the energy from me. So if you have someone like this in your life, there is no way that you are going to accomplish your dreams. You're going to persevere through all the obstacles that it takes to achieve greatness in the world with this poison drip in your life. So eliminate the negative influences in your life. Make a list of the 5 people that give you the most positive emotion. Try to spend the most time with them. Go outside your comfort zone. Try to offer them value in return so you can hang out with them even more, and just surround yourself with people that are on the same mindset as you, who are trying to do great things, who are trying to do positive things, and you guys are going to live an amazing life. So wrapping up this video, this is more of a note to myself, because I know recently I've struggled with it, and I'm seeing it so many times with you guys applying to the coaching program and just guys that I talk to. I know spring is already here, I guess I was going to say, approaching. I know summertime's approaching, and I'm so sick of hearing guys who come to me and they show me a picture of like one of the most ripped dudes I've ever seen in my life, and they're like, how can I gain 15 pounds of muscle and lose 12 pounds of fat in 4 weeks? And I'm like, dude, you have to be patient. You have to embrace the journey. One of the reasons why I've had a lot of success with like fitness and bodybuilding and like shaping my physique the way I want is just because I've embraced the journey. I've had patience and I haven't like looked ahead. So don't think that like happiness is some end point. Happiness is the journey. Happiness is your life and each and every single day. So this video is really meant to, you know, make you guys hyper self-aware of these different concepts and help you guys really change how you think, really start to mirror the mental mindset of the world's most successful people. But I just want to just drill it into your head that these type of videos are going to spark a new you. They're going to spark maybe some motivation to try things outside your comfort zone, to have these lofty goals. But at the same time, I don't want you to think that happiness is reaching that end goal. Happiness is your journey. I know firsthand, like fitness, I used to just love and be so excited just to wake up every day and crush these like killer workouts. And now it's like I'm trying to just crush my personal life and crush business and everything that I'm doing with that. So we are going to start making brain gains a regular occurrence on this channel. So make sure you stay tuned next week, because I'm going to share with you guys how the imaginary realities that you tell yourself is more powerful than a Harvard MBA. So remember that the most powerful thing when it comes to building muscle and gaining weight is increasing our anabolic hormones. So that's what this video is going to be about. I'm going to give you my little fail-proof plan to